Hey guys, welcome back to Just a Geek in the Garage. So similar to yesterday's video, this is the 2024 Wera Advent Calendar. I ordered the 2023, 2024, and 2025, and I got this one today. It wasn't supposed to come for another week or so, so it's nice that it came early. So similar to yesterday's video, if you guys watched it, I'm going to kind of go over the box and a little bit of what comes inside of it, and see if I think this is a pretty good deal or not. This one I think I paid $99 for, which is the typical retail price when it first comes out. So given that this was from last year, I thought that was a pretty good deal, that it hasn't gone up in price. Although the last time I checked on Amazon, it was sold out again. I'll put a link in the description just in case it comes back into stock, if this is something you guys are looking to purchase. But again, this is the Advent calendar, so I'm going to show you kind of the front of the box here, you know, with Santa and some toys and all that kind of good stuff. And then I'm going to flip it around. We're going to take a look at what actually comes inside of here. So it looks like you have the mini tool check in there. You have 3 sockets. You have, you know, a bit driver, the Zykop mini. I mean, just a quick note, this thing by itself is about 45 bucks. So that's one of the reasons why I bought this deal right here. You have some Torx, some Hex Plus. It looks like a socket adapter, and then some regular bits here as well. And then down here, kind of just some fun stuff, a little salt and pepper shaker, and a bottle opener as well, with another pouch for everything else. Just kind of like the box from yesterday, this shows all the years past Advent calendars as well. So this one starts at 2023, since this one is the 2024 version. And like most Wera tools, this guy is going to be made in the Czech Republic. So that's the initial box right there. Sorry about that noise. Inside of that box, I mean, the picture is pretty much identical. The only difference is, you know, as a normal Advent calendar has a bunch of sections right here. So you can go in and, you know, do 24 days till Christmas and, you know, pick out each individual tool. I didn't buy it for this reason. I just bought it because, again, I thought it was a pretty good deal. And one of my commenters on a previous video said, hey, this one's is a good one to pick up. So I decided to go ahead and do that. And instead of going through each individual package here, I just took everything out. If you guys are looking to buy this and want to be surprised by where everything is, then, you know, maybe skip the next minute or so of this video. But I'm going to kind of show you what's in here. But the back of this box first. And it looks very similar to the back of the first box. Just the previous Advent calendars. Has a little thing right here if you want to put this as display and things like that. One kind of quick note is Amazon did ship this one in an outside box, where the one yesterday, the box itself was a shipping box, so it got a bit destroyed, where this one came in very, very good condition. So once again, this is kind of what you're going to see right here. And if you care, you can kind of note the positions of everything. And then this is what you're going to see when you open it up. So excuse the noise yet again. So there we go. So it looks like we got the little bit driver. We got some sockets. We got, you know, the salt or pepper shaker. I don't know which one is which. But yeah, lots of bits in here. The case for the tool check, the case for the bottle opener, and the salt and pepper shakers, the bottle opener itself, Zykop, things like that. So that's basically what you're going to be getting in this guy right here. So similar to yesterday's video, I'm going to go ahead and pause here in a second, take it over to the workbench, and we can kind of take a look at all the tools and maybe get everything together in the case like they're supposed to be. And then one kind of quick note is, when I got this in the mail, I noticed there's a lot of rattling, and these bits, if you can kind of see, they're kind of just stuck in here like that. Almost every single bit and socket was kind of just, you know, sitting like that in their sections, and not actually, you know, where they're supposed to be. So I just kind of did that for the video. You know, again, not sure if that matters to you guys, but just something so you guys know. So again, I'm going to pause right here, and then we'll meet back up at the workbench. Alright guys, we're back at the workbench. Excuse the noise, just my 3D printer going on in the background, but I got everything here kind of set out, and kind of took a look at things as I was getting things ready here for you guys. So, you know, definitely a pretty cool looking setup right here. So, you know, if you guys are familiar with the tool check and the tool check plus and tool check plus 2, you know, it's usually something that's about twice this size, that has, you know, a few more sockets, a bunch more bits, things like that. But this one I thought would be kind of a great little thing to just, you know, put in your pocket. And the way this actually kind of came up was a commenter. I had done a video on this right here, so this is not part of the set, but this is one of the ratcheting screwdrivers. It's pretty small. And I had mentioned, hey, I wish I could get this in the Tool Check Plus setup, or the Tool Check 2, and because that one comes with a much smaller bit driver. And the commenter said, hey, if you look at the 2024 Advent Calendar, it comes with a regular bit, or a bigger bit driver than the one that comes in there, and it's a very similar size, as you guys can see. The handle portion of it looks almost identical. It's just this portion is a little bit bigger. So, you know, this one is designed just to kind of, you know, pop in there, and then this will go over it to keep it into place, just like that. And then this guy, it looks like, let's see here. I mean, it should, based off of that. There you go. So we can basically fit it. I'm not sure if it's going to be an exact fit, but it's, I mean, honestly, it's close enough for me to be able to take that around. So thank you so much for making that suggestion. This works out perfectly. But let's go ahead and kind of look at the rest of this kit as it's set up. So, like I kind of mentioned before, you know, one of the things that intrigued me about this, other than the fact that, you know, you can swap this one out for the ratcheting screwdriver, was it came with this Zykop Mini. And I actually just bought one of these on sale for like $30-something, which I already thought was pretty expensive for something this small. I mean, it's definitely useful, and I, you know, put it in that one Icon meme set, the newest one that came out a few months ago, and, you know, it does really well kind of in that set. But the normal price on just this guy alone is something like $40 or $45, which I thought was pretty crazy. But hey, you know, it comes as part of this set. And like I said, the set's about $99, so I figured it was worth it. And then, so I'm going to start kind of putting this stuff here together and showing you what exactly the bits that you get. But let's kind of go over the fun stuff first. So you do get a little salt and pepper shaker. So, you know, in their Christmas ones, they always tend to add something that's a little bit fun in there. Like, for example, from the 2025 set, which, you know, is right here. It's just these two sections right there. If you guys want to watch a video on that, I just posted one, like I said, yesterday. You guys can check that out. But it comes with a little, this bottle opener right here. So this one comes with the salt and pepper shakers, a case for it, and then actually, I'm not sure if the case is, oh yeah, it's definitely for the salt and pepper shaker. And then another bottle opener right here, kind of in the style of their normal ratchet. So that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna just kind of, you know, let's put these things away. You know, I probably won't be using these as a salt and pepper shaker, but again, kind of cool to, as a little extra to have. I will just toss this in here. I'm not sure if that's how it's supposed to, actually, you know what? It's probably supposed to go right there. Perfect. And then there we go. So we can set that aside. And I've always liked their cases. They seem to be very good quality. But let's go actually through the tools themselves here. So it looks like you get 3 sockets. So you get an 8mm, a 10mm, and a 13mm. Part of me almost wishes they would have either skipped the 13 and did a 12 instead, or added a 12. I mean, I think there's plenty of space in this where they could have easily added a 12mm, and that's something I might do just for myself. But again, I'm sure they're trying to keep costs down because of this type of promotion. And then this thing right here, you know, there you go. I'm pretty sure the Zykop goes right there. This guy is going to go right here. And then as glove caught, this guy goes right there. Okay, so it looks like it's starting to come together. So let's go through the bits as I am putting them in here. So let's see here. So of the regular size bits, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 8 regular bits, and then the 1/4 inch socket adapter. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so my guess is this thing is going to go back here somewhere. If I can get it in there. Ooh, sorry, give me 1 second, guys. Hard to do on camera sometimes. Sorry. Okay, there we go. So we got the socket adapter in there. You're going to get 4 of their Hex Plus in the 3, 4, and 5. 3, 4, 5 and 6 millimeter varieties. So let's get these back in here. They're kind of difficult to get in the first time. Let's pop those in. There we go. And then you also get their Torx, and then you get a 10, 15, 20, and 25. So for me, those are kind of my common ones that I tend to use. I'll put those two in backwards, but that's okay. I'll fix it later. Yeah, the first time around definitely takes a little bit of pressure to get these things in. There we go. Actually, let's swap these two. Oh, it's going to drive me crazy. There we go. Perfect. And then now you have your, little bit extension right here. I'm assuming this guy goes in here. You know what? I'm not 100% sure. Let's put the other bits in, and then we'll go through there. And then you get one slotted, and it looks like it's a Phillips number 1 and 2 and a Posi drive number 1 and 2. So let's actually, you know what? I'm guessing it's like this: 1 and 2, 1, 2, and then the slotted. I can always play around with the placement on these, see which ones I like best. And then, oh yeah, this one just fits in the very bottom right here, just like that. So there we go. So now we have ourselves a nice mini tool check that is easily, carried around. Like I said, I might kind of play around with this and maybe put some different bits that are a little bit more common that I use in there, and then maybe add a 12 millimeter in there as well. I mean, I could probably 9. I don't use very often, but just seeing kind of the sizing in here, it's possible that I could even potentially fit 2 more sockets in here. Maybe I can get the 12 and then the 14. That would be a very kind of complete set for kind of my use case scenario for something like this. So, tell me, what do you guys think for $99? Is it worth, getting this guy right here with everything that we just saw, and then plus this as a bonus? So, hopefully I'll be getting the 2023 Advent Calendar version of this in the next week or so. So I'm going to do another, identical video to this one right here. But basically, this one, like I said, 99 bucks for this. This one right here was $89. This may seem like a better deal just because you get a lot more larger pieces on this one than you do with this one. But like I said, I mean, this one right here is almost half of the value in just that one piece. So leave your comments down below. Is this something you guys would buy for yourself, or would you buy this as a gift for someone that you know? I mean, I know that, I would have loved to get this as a gift for Christmas. Especially, tool-wise, it's kind of hard to buy for me because if you see my channel, I have a little bit of everything. But something like this that's both a novelty and something that's extremely useful is kind of hard to come by. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe.